Hey, I'm Lex.
And I'm Serena,
host of the Dream Body Playbook podcast,
a show all about transforming your life
and your body to what you've always dreamed of.
On our show, you're going to find hella inspiring guests,
and you'll get weight loss tips galore from top pros in the industry.
And you're going to hear fitness secrets from the CCP team.
Plus, you'll get nutrition and training help with our Is It Worth It episodes, where we'll review the latest trends hitting the internet to let you know if it's actually worth your time.
Listen every Wednesday to the Dream Body Playbook. What is up, you guys? What?
I was just like, go. Welcome back.
Whatever. Yeah, welcome back to the Dream Body Playbook podcast. You probably already know that if you clicked on the episode to listen. Would hope so. But we've got a good episode for you guys today, as always. We're just pulling good episodes out of our ass at this point.
We're trying to.
All right, today we're going to be talking about weekly reset routines.
Yeah, you guys, I was inspired by Sydney Adams.
Sydney.
If you follow her on like TikTok or Instagram, where you know she does like a Sunday reset.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I love it, but we also need to make it realistic to your own goals. So that's why we're going to talk about it today.
I love it.
Cool.
Okay, so in speaking of Sydney Adams, I don't know. I know who she is, but I've never watched her stuff.
Yeah.
But I have an idea of what a weekly reset routine is. I have my own little weekly reset routine. But so what does Sydney Adams do for her weekly reset?
Let's pull it up on TikTok.
I love to see it.
But I'm pretty sure it's like a full rundown. Like she deep cleans the house. Like when I say deep clean, like she's in like her fridge, like deep cleaning, like
good for
takes
her.
everything out. She goes grocery shopping. She does bulk meal prepping. I'm pretty sure. Someone might call me out if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure she does bulk meal prepping, like cooks all of her chicken or cooks all of her rice, things like that. She always self tans every Sunday. Like she does.
Period.
Yeah, she does like her whole self tan thing, and then.
So a day for like self-care, getting yourself prepared for the week, setting yourself up for success for the week.
It's very much that. Let me see if I can find one of her videos on her Sunday reset. Here we go. Here's one.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to play it to you guys in the mic if you guys can hear it.
Happy Sunday. We're going to do a Sunday reset, starting off with getting my car cleaned. It is so long overdue. It's
okay,
funny.
car
and then
clean.
We're going to get some groceries and then clean up the apartment. This is going to help my sanity like no other because what the heck, Sydney?
She's got Chick-fil-A. That's really loud, you guys. Sorry. So she's cleaning her car. She had Chick-fil-A like all on the floorboard. That's what she was talking about.
Girl, why are you letting Chick-fil-A get up on your car?
Little Starbucks
So
thingies.
much better. Oh my gosh. All right, we're headed into Whole Foods.
I got a bone to pick with her already.
Now she's going to Whole Foods. Mind you guys, I love this girl.
We
So
just headed home and now we'll do all the Sunday reset things we need to do there. Happy Sunday.
that was the main video.
I have an opinion.
What?
Okay. In our previous episodes, we've talked about do things now that are going to make your life or future you easier.
Right.
So I don't have a need for a Sunday reset for my car because every time I go to the gas station, I just empty the garbage out of my car anyways.
Yeah, but that's you.
Simple things, you
Yeah,
know?
I'm the same way. Well, except there is one like ginger ale can that's been in my door for like 2 weeks now. But some people might not, like
That's true.
They might just not. And I know she's like us. She works from home. Like she owns her own company.
Okay.
So I wonder if like she doesn't go out in her car that much.
That makes sense.
She's kind of a homebody.
Yeah.
But here's the next video. Let's see like what else she does when she gets home. Okay.
Okay, let's see it.
I hope this is interesting to you guys.
I already got my car clean and got my groceries, and now it's time to do all the Sunday reset stuff here at home, starting with making my bed. I finally got a mattress
Love it.
protector after all this time.
I'm just judging her. I'm sorry.
I've got to say, having my sheets washed and my bed made by 1:30, pretty impressive.
What's up, y'all? So we don't run ads on this podcast, and we probably won't ever. Our goal here is to share as much information and value with you as possible, with a little entertainment, of course. But with that, we need your help in getting the word out about the Dream Body Playbook. So all we're asking for you to do is send this episode to a friend that you think would really benefit from it, or share it on your social media stories and tag us. Also, one other thing we're going to be doing is giving away a $100 Amazon gift card to someone who rates and reviews this podcast every single month. So thank you in advance, and we're looking forward to reading your reviews, but we'll get back to the episode. I will say,
I wash the sheets.
Wash the sheets. I do make sure, like, me personally, I like wash our pillowcases like very often.
Yeah.
But like I love having clean sheets every week, and that's like the best sleep ever.
God,
especially if you like shave your legs, get clean sheets, and then you get in the best feeling. Okay, I'll continue real fast. It's not very long.
Laundry, and I just threw on a YouTube
Laundry.
video because that makes it go by way quicker.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Take a break from cleaning and go get a workout in, and
There
then
you go.
I'll get back to doing
Okay, so she's going to the workout, taking out the trash. You guys,
She's doing it.
Workout is complete. The last thing I want to do right now is clean, so we'll see if we get anything done when we get home.
She must
but-
wake up at like 7 a.m.
okay, but I will say She says the last thing I want to do right now is clean. So we'll see if we get anything done.
Right.
So even though her schedule is her schedule and that's what she most likely does most of the time, she's still like, I'm tired. I don't really want to do that.
Exactly.
So keep that in mind. So moving away from Sydney Adams, she's just my inspo for this idea of episode. So let's just kind of start with one of the things that she was doing with like the grocery restocking.
Yeah.
I do highly recommend this.
Highly.
I know that maybe Sundays, that's why I didn't want to name this like Sunday reset. It's the
Right,
weekly
weekly.
reset. So maybe your schedule looks a little bit different than a lot of people. But like for us, Mondays are our busy like meeting days and
Yep.
stuff like that. And so getting things done before Monday is better for
Gonna
us.
help us, yep.
But if you are someone who maybe your weekday doesn't really start until like Tuesday or Wednesday and you work like weekends and stuff, okay,
Right.
cool. Shift it, you know?
Exactly.
Also, I understand the pain of not wanting to go into the grocery store on Sunday, especially
yeah.
if it's like after church hours, like, you know, like immediately after.
Oh my God, I know.
It's so busy, so busy. So, you know, find what works for you.
Yep.
I do highly recommend though, like we talked about this before, but like prepping your list, making sure you shop your house before you shop the grocery store and just restocking and preparing yourself for that week. How do you like to do it?
Well, I'm kind of blessed right now because I live with my grandparents, so
That's right.
they pay for a lot of the food, which I'm thankful for.
Love it.
But my grandma usually orders from Walmart.
Okay, yeah.
She hates going through Walmart, so she just
Don't blame
orders
her.
groceries. And then if we need to get stuff, we usually go Monday nights.
Yeah.
To get like anything.
I bet it's like
that we
empty.
need. So empty.
I was supposed to say, but that's
Yeah,
a good
we
time.
go to Lidl.
Oh, okay.
So
I
there's-
love Aldi, so it's very similar.
Yeah, very similar. So just like, yeah, whatever. And then if I need anything that maybe they didn't buy or whatever, I eat different from them, I'll grab it and buy it myself. But so it's been kind of nice.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. And I Lidl, Aldi, all them, like their produce is actually really good.
So good.
I feel like that's a big thing that like people are hesitant about at first, but like it's actually really good. Okay, cool. That's kind of the way we do it too. We make sure like we'll plan our meals for the week. Like I've said this before, but Monday through Thursday or Friday, depending on if we know we have plans, we'll
Right.
plan our meals, but we always leave like the weekends like up in the air for us to kind of like make our own decision. If we want to go to the grocery store and get something to cook at home, we do that. If we want to go out to eat, we do that.
You know what my grandma said to me the other day?
What? Is this party grandma?
Yeah.
I love her.
This was so funny. Okay. So we have a lot of stuff in the house already. And I told her, we got to start eating up the freezer. We got to start eating up the cabinets. She goes to the store last week she went to Harris Teeter. Oh, shit.
Well, there went my book bag.
She went to Harris Teeter. She comes back with bags and bags and bags of stuff. I'm like, Grandma, what do we need all this stuff for? I'm like, don't you want to like plan our meals? And like, she goes, I got money. I can just buy the things that I need or want.
All right,
in the
Grandma.
store." I'm like, okay. I'm like, whatever.
Oh, that's so funny. So you're a snack household is what you're saying now.
Because my grandpa likes to snack.
Exactly.
She likes it. But if it was for me by myself, I'm
Meal prep.
ingredients. Yeah.
Ingredients. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So like that leads us into like meal prepping and stuff too. If you are going to meal prep, definitely do it like as soon as you get your groceries. Like before you even put them away, it's gonna help so much. But let this be very clear. You do not have to meal prep.
That's right.
We highly encourage it, especially if you're tracking macros and wanting to see results and stuff. It just makes it easier for you.
So much easier.
But you don't have to.
I don't meal prep that much anymore, to be honest with you.
I don't either, really, especially since I work from home and then me and Nick like will cook together at night. Like, I don't really. The only things I do prep is like breakfast or like lunches or something. Like, but dinners normally I don't.
No, me neither.
Yeah. I will say there's different forms of prepping that you can do. You can do like, I'm going to prep every single meal. And like, this is like my little Tupperware that I'm going to have for that meal. Or you can batch prep or bulk prep, whatever you want to call it, kind of like how I was saying Sydney does, where you cook rice, you cook all your chicken, and you have those in just like Tupperwares where you can piece together different meals throughout the week. So you're not having to just cook it every time. It just saves you some time and energy.
I've never done option 2. I've done option 1.
So I've done option 2 because
You like it?
Yeah, because I went through a phase where like I loved rice. Like I mean, I still love rice, but that was like my go-to carb.
Okay.
And I would put it with almost every meal. And so it was just easier for me to make a big batch of it and then put it into a big Tupperware and me just kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, use it whenever I needed it.
Easy.
But I wouldn't do it with like when I was doing this, I didn't eat meat.
Okay.
Or like I only ate shrimp and stuff. So like I was only doing it with carbs, really. Just because it's easier.
Yeah.
And like, especially with like roasting like potatoes or Yukon potatoes or something like that. Like roasting potatoes takes so long. It takes like 45 minutes or something.
Just do it once. Get
Exactly.
It over with.
And so it would be more helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Especially when I was doing this when I was in grad school. And so like being busy, depending on like when my classes were back and forth, sometimes I would just want to come home. And
you guys are really loving and relating to this conversation and want to continue to learn more about this topic and countless others. Listen up. This is for you. We want to give you access to our free community of women on similar paths to you. Shoot us a DM on Insta with the word Facebook and we will get you in there ASAP.
Pop it in the microwave and eat it in 3 minutes versus waiting an hour for it.
Yeah. And that's, again, so it's like, okay, we don't really meal prep anymore, but if you're busy during the week, you need to like have things set out, then maybe you can benefit from meal prepping on Sundays as part of like, or Mondays or whatever the day is, as part of your weekly reset.
That, and I like what you just said. You don't have to meal prep every single day. Like if you know, okay, my schedule looks like this week, it might benefit me to meal prep for Tuesday and Wednesday because my schedule looks like this, but I don't have to do all the other ones because I'm going to be home for it. You don't, it's not an all or nothing thing, you guys.
That's right.
You can do it for 1 or 2 day, like odd off days when you're really busy, but you don't have to do it for every single day. It's fine. Just go ahead and get yourself prepared so it's easier for you in the future.
I think it's just
I
knowing.
was trying to avoid saying set yourself up for success.
Well, that's kind of where I was going, but like it's kind of like knowing like how to optimize your schedule and your time to what's going to make you most successful to get towards your goals. Ow.
Yeah.
Like today, I have a long day. I'm not going to be home until 9:00 tonight. I brought little chia pudding with me. I ate some of it. It's not that cold anymore, so I probably don't want it. I'm honestly going to go buy food, even though I told myself I wasn't going to buy out food this week. But I'm going to go get some freaking food after this because I'm hungry.
Right. Exactly. And honor those cravings or honor those like hunger cues.
Exactly. Because what am I going to do? Wait until 9 p.m. when I get home to eat? No,
exactly. Then you'll be starving. And that's when you lose that self-control in quotation marks.
Exactly.
Because your blood sugar levels are plummeted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to get something healthy, but like,
Yeah. I got you. All right. Cool. Rest days.
Rest day question mark.
How do you, rest day question mark, meaning like, how do you feel about rest days on Sundays?
I love them now. I used to be, when I was working at the bar, I would work out on Sundays.
Right.
I would work 10 to 2, roughly, get off, go to the gym from like 3 to 5, and then do my reset afterwards. But it just depends. Now I'm in a season where Sunday is my rest day because I go to church, hang out with my boyfriend, do things. I still do a little mini reset at night, but it's not like super extensive because I do work from home, so I have a little bit more flexibility. But
right. See, I think I'm the opposite right now. So like my Sunday workouts are probably like my most consistent workouts right now.
Dude, Sunday workouts are freaking fire.
Yeah. And so what we'll most likely do if we don't have plans to like go get lunch with family, because a lot of the times right after church, me and Nick will head up to like my grandparents and stuff, we'll have lunch. But if we don't have plans for that, we will like pack clothes to go straight to the gym right after church. But the reason being, a lot of people say like never miss a Monday. Well, like my Sundays are my Monday because my Mondays are just exhausting. Kind of like your check-in days with like all of our girls. I basically have check-ins with you guys all day on Monday. We've got team meeting. We've got our assistant coach meeting. We've got our sales meeting. We've got our live training. I've got a group call. Like we've got a lot of calls on Mondays.
That's right.
And so I just know that I'm going to be like mentally drained on Monday. And so I make sure that, hey, if I don't get my workout in on Monday, cool, because I'm not planning for that anyways. Let's just do it on Sunday and Tuesday and skip that Monday. And that's fine with me. But that works for me. Like, so figure out what works for you.
Exactly. Again, knowing how to optimize what you need.
Right. Exactly. Okay.
Next one, cleaning. I think this is a little underrated. I, again, am very blessed because my grandma does most of the cleaning. But she actually yelled at me the other day because she's like, I expect your bathroom to be clean every single week. I'm like, Grandma, I really don't have time to clean my bathroom every week right now. Like, I don't.
Especially like that deep clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Like, this is 3 weeks is too much. I'm like, all right. Like, just tell me.
Yeah. I will say, due to having a golden retriever, we clean quite frequently unless we like literally are breathing in dog hair. But we it's more so too like we keep that place decluttered like throughout the week because thankfully I found a man who's also very like tidy like me. Like I can't stand to have stuff everywhere. Drives me nuts. But he is too. Like if I have stuff just laying out, he's like, oh, can you put that away? Like he calls me on it too. And so luckily we keep it all like kind of tidy. But if we are going to do like a deep clean, like full on toilets, shower,
right,
you know, like all of the spraying down, dusting, doing the baseboards and the blinds and stuff. Yeah, we typically are going to do it on a Sunday.
That's best day. That or my grandma usually does. I mean, she does like different things. She dusts the blinds. Like she does extensive cleaning, right? But she usually does it like throughout the week, or I think Wednesdays are bathroom days.
Yeah, I do like the idea of having a schedule,
right?
Like that. Yeah.
Yesterday was floors.
Yeah.
So it's like on a whole schedule here.
Yeah. Ours is like we vacuum every day. without a doubt. We vacuum every day without a doubt, but that's solely because we have a golden retriever that sheds like crazy. And unless you want to sit down on our couch and have it go poof, like with hair, then we've got to do it every day.
Gotta vacuum.
But yeah, for deep cleaning, I definitely think find a day that works for you. Like I said, I love the idea of a schedule. So like we do this on this day, that on that day, you know, moving forward. If that works for you, go for it. That just simply doesn't work for me because my days are already so crunched and I'm already trying to fit in as much as possible. The last thing I want to put on my own plate is to put on something else to do throughout the day. I would rather categorize it into one day and like leave it on the calendar like that. But it's different for everyone.
I think that's smart.
Yeah. All right. Planning your week.
Planning your week.
Planning your week. This is big, you guys, especially if you have goals.
Oh God. Yeah.
Which I hope all of you have some sort of goals, but definitely planning your week. And I'm going to do more of a training on this soon, which we can save the meat and potatoes of it for another podcast and stuff. But planning your week in a realistic time frame. You guys don't go in and say, oh, I'm going to get 15, 20 of these things done this week. Like, no, let's look big picture. Like, what are the top 3 things? I'd say like 3 to 5, depending on like how big these things are that you need to get done this week. Okay, cool. And then now let's break those things down into like 3, I like to call it our top 3 that we do each day. All right. And so, and remember, you're planning all of this whenever you're doing your weekly reset so that whenever you go into that day, you know what you need to be doing. You're not planning this the day you're doing it because then that just pushes you back. But take those bigger goals that you have and break them down into like, what do I need? Like, what are the steps I need to do to get to that goal, to get that done? So this podcast, for example, okay, like I guess we could say like goal for this week is getting podcasts
recorded.
Yeah, recorded. We could say recorded. A step for that would be, okay, making sure the studio is booked.
Yep.
Okay, making sure we have topic ideas and making sure we have like a small outline and things that we're going to talk about. I could spend one day that could be like my top 3. And yeah, they seem super small, but when you break it down like that and you focus on doing those little things and checking them off the list.
Have you heard health and fitness coaches talk about how your metabolism can help you burn fat even while you're sleeping? And you just think, how? Trust me, we get it. It's all so confusing to know what you need to do to get your metabolism working the way you want it to. But today, you're in luck. We have created a done-for-you daily checklist that will set your metabolism on fire. All you have to do is DM us checklist and we will send it your way completely for free. All right, now let's get back to the episode.
It's way less overwhelming, you guys. And you realize like, oh, I don't have to squeeze it all into this one day. I can do this today and then I can do this tomorrow. And then I can do this Wednesday. You know, I can move it forward and stuff. So that's the way I recommend planning out your week. Don't worry about last week and don't worry about the week going forward. If you have some tasks that you didn't get done from last week, awesome. Let's shift them to this week and fill it in. And then after those are done, move on to your tasks from this week and stuff. But don't beat yourself up about it, but also make a note of it. Like if you aren't getting tasks done each week, there's something left over each week. Maybe you're filling your plate a little bit too full. If you are realizing like, hey, I'm having a lot left over that I'm not quite getting done week after week after week, maybe realize maybe you're taking like, you're biting off something too big to chew. Yeah. So maybe back down. Instead of doing 5 weekly goals, go to 4 weekly goals or 3 weekly goals, you know, bring it down a little bit and make it more realistic.
Absolutely. And this kind of falls in line with our daily power list.
Yeah.
You could do weekly power lists.
Yeah.
Which is essentially pretty much a fancier way of saying exactly what you just said
weekly
with the
goals
and like breaking everything down.
Yep, exactly. I highly recommend doing that.
Yeah. And making sure that you're scheduling things out too. Like that's why I like to look at my week as a whole and like, okay, I have to meet up with you on this Wednesday and I have to have this call at this time on Thursday and things along those lines. So I like to put that in there too.
Definitely make sure you're doing that because if you have those obligations and things that, you know, you have to be like in attendance for, definitely make sure those are priority on your list, especially if someone else is involved in that meeting. Like if you're meeting someone or you have a call with someone, that's priority because there's someone else's time there too.
That's right.
So make sure that's there and then block off times on your calendar to get these top 3 done. I call them my deep work times. Typically block off like 2 hours and typically within those 2 hours, I can get those 3 tasks done depending on how big or small. Sometimes I need more, sometimes I need less.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about what the deep work things was when I saw your calendar the other day.
Yep. Deep work is like, that's the time I'm getting my top 3 done. Like I turn off my phone's in another room. I lock Gus out of the room. I'm 2 hours, boom, getting it done to make sure that's my time that I have. And I leave that blocked off on my calendar so that I have time to do it and it doesn't get too full.
I like that idea. Thank you.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
Last one is just like self-care, skin, hair, self-tan,
nails,
things
whatever,
like that.
Exfoliating.
For sure. This is definitely my Sunday ones is like, I do my full skincare with like facials and stuff.
Samesies.
Yep. I do my hair oil mask. I will exfoliate and self-tan, you know.
Yep.
Things that make you feel good. Because if I feel confident and good going into the week, you're most likely going to have a way better week.
You're setting yourself up for success in a week.
Seriously, you are. And if there's something like for me, I know that like when I self-tan or like if I put on a little bit of makeup or something and I'm like a little bit more bronzed, I feel way more confident.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about it.
Way more confident whenever
agree.
like my roots are done, my nails are done. Like I just feel better about myself. And when I feel better about myself, I'm way more productive.
I agree.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the last one. So we've got grocery restock, meal prepping, rest days, yes or no. You depend on what you personally like, cleaning, planning your week, and then like self-care.
And if there's something you think that we missed or think that you do on Sundays that maybe we could benefit from or you benefit from or maybe other people could benefit from, let us know. I'm interested.
Yeah, no, seriously.
We're interested, sorry.
We were brainstorming like what to talk about with like what we do on Sundays and I was like, I think that's it.
Right.
But you guys might have something different that might really benefit us too.
Car cleaning.
Car cleaning,
Like
for
she said,
example.
yeah, car cleaning.
Honestly, I could do that more often.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially if you do, like if you work from your car or something like that and you
Right.
spend a lot of time in your car, making sure you're filled up on gas, making sure your car is clean so you can have like a nice, clean, like work
Taking it through the wash. Yep.
Exactly. Anything along those lines. Or if you have pets, like we like to take Gus to like a park and like walk him around every once in a while and stuff, but sometimes it's like on the weekends. A lot of times it happens on Saturday more so than Sunday, but we could like blend it in a part of our Sunday routine too. Just depends on what works for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Coolio.
This was a great episode.
Awesome. All right, you guys. Well, we hope you have a fabulous rest of your week and we will talk to you next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.